You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. All right. We having a discussion over here. Everybody's like, all right. It's Hawaii. All right. Who's from Hawaii today? Who came from Hawaii? We got a lot of people. Who came from Hawaii? I am here. I got $100 for you. Here you go. And we get her. I got $100 for you right here. Let's celebrate Hawaii. And just because I don't know if y'all were right, just hit me up and I got you, right? We got you. I don't know if y'all was right. I'm not going to take y'all word for it. All right. I do want to give, y'all want a special announcement? I want to make some people happy in the room, right? So we just did that. Let's make some, I'm only going to make some people happy if I can get some noise in the building. If you guys are excited, let's go. Let's go. All right. Since y'all are excited, I had a little conversation with the CEO.
All right. I like to hear this.
Right? I had a little conversation with the CEO. Now, y'all got to help me out with this one because I put myself on the line for this one. Right? So, I had a conversation with the CEO. I said, you see everybody's enjoying the promotion.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's enjoying the promotion? So, by the anniversary promotion, it's incredible, right? So, I had a little conversation with him. I said, I believe that they'll continue to participate, right? If they have more time. So I went to the CEO and I said, can we get a few more days? And in usual fashion, he said, Anthony, yes, we can do more time. But he did a little bit further than what I thought, because I was going to give y'all some like Wednesday. He said, we're going to extend the promo to the 21st. So you guys have until the 21st to take advantage of our incredible anniversary promotion. Now, I said y'all was going to take advantage of it. Who's going to take advantage of this, right? I don't want it to go to waste. We're going to do that. That announcement should be coming out today or tomorrow. You'll see it in the chat. And we will have that extension there, and you guys will be able to participate. So we got that, man. Let's give it up for our CEO. One more time. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Incredible. All right, let's get into this panel, because we got our keynote speaker coming very soon. But I want to make sure we bring up the panel here. We got 3 agents. Now, how many of y'all believe success leaves clues? Success leaves clues, right? And I want to bring some people who've already experienced success, and you're going to see some people that we saw before. You get to see their growth, right? So, first one that I want to bring up today, most of you all know her voice before you know her, right? And most of you all know her as the Queen Connectress, all right? So, but I want you guys to now, if you didn't know, I want you to know her as 3 times in a row, Agent of the Month. Let's give it up for Marnita Costa. Let's go, Marnita. Incredible. Awesome. That's 3 times. She knows something, right? She's doing something right. 3 times in a row. Thank you so much for being on here. Just so people know who you are, just introduce yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. How you guys doing today? What a blessed event this is. My name is Miss Marnita Costa. I like to call myself your Queen Connectress. That is because it is my duty, it is my honor, and it is my purpose to introduce people like you to their future through online education and opportunities. Hello.
All right. And we didn't tell you she's an agent level 6, identifying as agent level 7 because it'll be done before the end of the month, right? All right. He's a published author, best-selling author, so we got some great people in the house. All right, the next one, we're going to bring up this gentleman. Man, he's absolutely phenomenal. I've been involved in other things with him, but man, I want to tell you the persistency of this gentleman is absolutely amazing. Most of you all probably have heard from him before, but I want to bring him to the stage. He's another one that if you hear him, but if you don't, he's still working. Right? And I want to bring up Mr. Siwa. How many of you all know Siwa? Siwa, we're going to bring him to the stage. Siwa! Siwa! Siwa!
Hey, that's my sponsor right there.
I know that's right.
All right. Siwa, we're going to let you introduce yourself for the people who don't know you.
He's the people's sponsor.
All right, everybody, my name is Siwa Tony, coming from West Valley City, Utah. It's an honor to be here, working alongside these awesome leaders, and man, it's been a journey, and we ain't done yet.
Hello.
Started.
I love that one. We ain't done yet. This is incredible. So, Siwa is an agent level 7. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Do you know that agent level 7 is $200,000 of qualified volume to their organization? That is absolutely amazing. Now, these Marnita and Siwa participated in our panel in January when we had our Miami Summit. So you see the growth. I don't even know. I think you were agent level 4.
4.
You may have been 4 then. You see the growth, right? This is absolutely amazing. Now, I want to bring up another young lady. Well, she probably needs no introduction, right? Because you've probably seen her on TikTok. You've probably seen her all over the place, everywhere, right? She has worked her way. She worked her way to the top of the company, right? Which is absolutely amazing. And I don't even know if you had a rank at Miami Summit, did you? I know you wasn't there. Level 3, maybe. All right? And she went from level 3 at Miami in January to June at our 1-year platform anniversary as agent level 14. Y'all give it up for Chelsea, yeah! Absolutely incredible. Introduce yourself for the people who are living under a rock that don't know who you are.
My name is Chelsea Lears. And before I say anything, I want to use this as motivation for you guys. This is my biggest fear. I switched from hiding under a rock, like you just said, to pushing myself to things that totally frightened me. And standing up right here, this is my absolute biggest fear. So if I can do this, any of you can do this.
Let's go. We don't believe.
You're all good. She got this. How many of y'all think she's doing a good job already? This is good stuff.
Hello.
That's right. You know it. You know it. Hey, the women are making it happen. That's it. I told people, I said, once the women catch hold of this, it's no stop.
That's right. You got that right.
There you go. All right, so we have an incredible panel here of all different types of people, all different types of experiences, everything. You ready to dance already? Y'all don't want to see me dance. But, so what we're going to do is we're going to have some questions. We have some questions already, and then we'll take some questions from the audience, but we're going to give each one of these individuals an opportunity to give their perspective on the question, right? And so I'll start down here with Chelsea. The first thing that I want to do, what would you say is thank you so much. What would you say is the first thing that a new agent should do when they get started with the platform?
You have got to team up with somebody who is willing to answer all of your questions and watch every presentation and every agent accelerator that you possibly can so you feel comfortable in representing the information yourself.
Awesome. Good job.
Yes, ma'am.
See you all.
Yeah, check. Yeah, just piggybacking off what Chelsea said, a lot of the folks I deal with, they're super brand new to crypto and everything, so you gotta team up with somebody who's patient. And I think I'm a pretty patient guy, so I think, yeah, you get with someone who's really good to walk you through, take you by the hand.
I love that. Y'all see a theme there, mentorship. Get with someone that can mentor you. Let's go.
Okay, so for me, I believe that a new person, as soon as they register, they need to go to the info hub, period. Most people that come on to eState, they've seen a couple of presentations, they're a little curious, they have questions. And so for me, as somebody who loves to do my own research, I fell in love with the info hub, my goodness. From copies of the contract, so before you even sign a contract, you can look at it, you can assess if that's something that you want to do. It has questions for buyers, for just the buyers. So as a buyer, you can go in there. Questions for agents, so as an agent, you can go in there. So for me, as somebody who believes in education, go to the info hub as soon as you register, go through everything, click all the buttons, familiarize yourself with that back office, and then if you need coaching, if you have questions, absolutely do, like Mr. Seawater said and Ms. Chelsea said, then you make sure you link up with someone who is knowledgeable and who can help you. But first things first, do your own research, educate yourself on the platform.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's give that up, right? Man, you know that came from the lineage of Brandon Ivy when she said education. Education first, right? That's good stuff, right? I love it. I love it. So get educated. That's very important. And you guys know we have one of the best documentation hubs. We got everything in the back office for you to be able to see.
Right.
So if you're brand new, make sure you go in and take a look at that, right? All right, so here's a question. One of the things I know, as I said earlier, even if you have a vision, you have ambition, one of the things is going to be challenges, right? If you think you're going to do this and not have any challenges, then you're fooling yourself, right? So I want to ask, what has been your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
My biggest challenge has always been myself. I hold myself back, I stand in my own way, and I never really looked at other people's success and thought if they could do it, I could do it. And I believe, just like being up here right now, when you move past that mindset and do things that scare you, do things that you've never done before, and you fight that challenge internally, amazing things can happen. And that's exactly how I got here, is I overcame every challenge that I ever put in my own way. Nobody put it in my way. I put those thoughts in my own way, and I fought through them anyways.
Bravo.
That's it. I love it. Let's give it up for Chelsea. Fight through it anyway. All right, no matter what it is, fight through it anyway. All right, see what?
I think for me, especially, joining eState was the outside noise.
That's a good one.
Yes,
While
sir.
everybody was doing that, I was over here Long Range and doing my thing with eState, right? All this, why didn't you join, blah, blah, blah. And then we got hit with obviously the regulation stuff, and then even more of that outside noise came, right? So I think just being consistent and believing in what we got here, I'm a firm believer. There's nothing holding me back from this, so I think it's just the outside noise.
Absolutely.
Keep it moving.
Good deal. Let's give it up for CY. Let me tell you something I saw with CY. No matter what came at him, he didn't back down. How many of y'all know that no matter, if y'all seen CY online, he is one that is going to go after what he wants, and he doesn't care what anybody else says, and he's not going to back down from anyone. So let's give it up for CY again. That's awesome. All right, the Queen Connectors.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Ms. Chelsea said. Yes, it's definitely you, but it's a little more specific for me. It was getting over the fear of rejection. Man, that right there, let me tell you guys something. As you know, I am a direct student of Mr. Brandon Ivy, which is a man that's been in this business for over 25 years. So you would think at this point I would be, a much higher, but it was the fear of being rejected. Hearing somebody say, nah, I don't think so. for a long time, that would like genuinely hurt me on a personal level. So then I started hearing how people say, you get rejected 10 times. It was either you get rejected 9 times, the 10th one's going to be a yes. So you have to look at rejection in a different way, not for it being something personal, not no, just not right now. So that was what I had to get over.
There you go, not no, just not right now. You'll get over rejection, right? Good deal, good deal. Y'all give it up for Marnita. That's an incredible answer. I want to go in, now you guys know when I do the Agent Accelerator, it's all about mindset, skill set, and the toolkit, right? And so we talked about mindset in those first couple of questions. Here's what I want to do. I want to talk about skill set, right? And I want to talk about something that's practical, something that people can do, right? So if someone wanted to introduce someone to e-estate, what is the method, if you have a script or if you have a methodology that you use, share it with us now. How to introduce a new person to e-estate.
Okay, so yeah, when people ask me anything, I do have an email. Every single one of them, I do not send it through social media. I say, can you send me over your email or your phone number so I can send you all the information directly. I have it written out so I can copy and paste over with my link above the video, a 15-minute video after that. But I've also lowered that barrier. They know that I'm not an automated system. They know that I'm not using AI. I'm connecting with them directly. They have my email, they have my phone number. You'd be surprised. A lot of people are willing to send their phone number when they believe that you're a real person. And 95% of the time, if it's available, I will always send a voice message so they know it's not automated. It's just lowering that barrier and having that communication for the first time being more, what is the word that I'm looking for? More personable has seemed to be the best and easiest way that I've been able to open up that conversation for connecting the first time.
That's amazing. I hope y'all were taking notes, right? Take notes. How many of y'all got something that you're going to change from that, right? How many of y'all got something that you're going to do from listening to that, right? Hopefully you got, look, here's what I want to say. You can get the information, but if you don't take action on it, it will not change your situation. Look, information only changes your situation after application, right? After implementation. So I want you guys to get this information. Don't sit, just listen to this, because she's going to be level 15 next week. Right? Yeah, she already got it. She's going to be level 15 next week. But I want to ask you, if you don't take the information, where are you going to be next week? All right? So, take that. Make it personable. Make sure you got, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be random. It should be routine. Right? So her process isn't random, it's routine. She knows exactly what it is, so it increases her speed. How many people you talk to on a daily basis?
I mean, it depends on if I have a video going out. I'd say I average at least managing 10 clients a day, and I talk to at least 10 when videos are doing well, up to 100 people a day.
Wow, 100 people a day. How many of y'all think your business will look totally different if you were talking to 100 people a day? With a consistent process. This is it, right? I'm telling you. Success leaves clues, right? There are secrets to the success, right? Look, all right, we're going to do CWAP. You're introducing someone brand new. What's your methodology? What's your process?
Man, I try to keep it as simple as possible. I think I'm a pretty good master inviter. So I let the pros do the heavy lifting. I answer calls afterwards and I'll take what I have to eat. But after that, I tell everybody, look, we have people that actually present, they're very good at it. And I take that to heart. So I just invite, come if you want, cool. If not, you'll come back.
There you go. That's it. I love it. He said become a master inviter. How many of you all can invite somebody? How many of y'all know you can invite somebody, right? Invite them to the webinars. Why do you think we have so many webinars? We have webinars all during the week, nighttime, morning time, all different time frames. We're looking for even more people to do webinars once they get certified. We're going to do that. It's a new thing, right? They're going to get certified. But we're going to have people doing webinars all over the place. You can just get good at inviting people, and you can master this, right? So you don't have to be an expert at the information right up front. Just get used to inviting people. Queen Connectors.
Okay, so there's a little something I like to implement in my conversations. It's called the feel, felt, found method.
Love it.
All right? So I do a lot of that, but like I said, it is a conversation. What I also like to do is show people why they need e-estate. What I'm learning is that if people don't understand why they need what you have, they're less likely to look at it. So what I like to do, I have a little YouTube channel or whatever, and I go up there and I show them statistics. I show them what's happening with Social Security and why they need to get their parents into e-estate. I show them what's happening with their 401ks and why they need to get into e-estate. I talk to them about how 7.1 million African Americans are unemployed. And I tell them that is why you need to get into e-estate. So again, it's an education, it's a conversation, and it's a giving them a why e-estate can help them in their life. So that's what I like to do. Hello.
Let's go. You see why she's a Queen Connectors, right? This is amazing. I love, once again, you see, man, Brandon Ivy does this thing. She went right back to education. She went right back to education, but that's powerful, right? Yeah. Look, how many of you all have talked numbers with your people before? The numbers that they're experiencing right now. Right. See, men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't, right? So when you start talking about the numbers to them, tell them, like, I know you only getting 0.01% on your checking account.
Come on now.
I know it's going to take 72 years for your money to double in the savings account. It's crazy, right? But most people, they just go about life, they don't even know that. So you can bring some stuff to light and show them a better way. The whole thing we're trying to do is get a solution to them.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. So that's incredible. Thank you so much for that insight. All right, we're going to take a couple questions now so we can wrap up and make sure we have our keynote speaker ready to go. All right?
I have a quick question.
All right, one second. So, Ms. Peterson, we got to make it quick. We got to be quick.
It's not about food.
All right.
Okay, but the food was good.
There you go.
I'm the older. I'm the older generation. I'm a baby boomer. There are a lot of us out here, but very few of us know the technology.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And when I talk to folks, but when it comes to the technology of the company, changing things from your dollars to crypto and to wallet, okay. So how are you young folks who understand the technology? How are you working with my generation to help us to get involved and make money? Because we need retirement money.
Yes, ma'am.
This Social Security is not working, folks. So we do need your help to talk to us. So, but how are you dealing with that part to help seniors?
All right, good question. All right, so that's a good question. Let's give it up for Ms. Peterson. So, and I'll give this to you guys. If you have one of our mature or seniors that join you, how do you help them get started? Or what are some of the things that you would advise for a senior that's going to get started with e-estate?
Okay, so I do step by step by step. You're going to download and set up a Coinbase. You're going to give me a call. We're going to link your bank account. Once that clears, you're going to give me a call. We're going to send it to MetaMask. Then we're going to send it to e-estate. We're going to go through. When I said I manage at least 10 clients a day, that's what I spend the majority of my day doing at this point, is helping people step by step by step. I don't want anyone to make a mistake. I don't want anyone to lose money. So I take the time, whether it's $1,000 or $100,000, we're going to do it step by step together every time if you don't know what you're doing or you feel uncomfortable at all.
That's good stuff. Step by step. And you work with a lot of the more mature people too, right? So this is actually really good that she's talking about step by step. The thing is that we have to get in front of them and try to help them. I always say teach, don't tell. If you just tell, or if you just do it for them, guess what? When they need to do it again, they come back to you, and she can't manage 100 people with that, right? So teach, don't tell. Make sure you show them the way. All right, C-Rob.
Yeah, from my experience, it's literally taking them by hand, step by step. not skipping anything, you know, do this, come back. It's literally from point A all the way to point Z 1000 or whatever it takes. Sometimes it takes 3 to 4 hours with one client, but it's got to be done. You know, as a leader, I feel it's a responsibility, regardless where your knowledge is or not. You know, in this crypto space.
Awesome.
Step by step.
Step by step. You see what it is. And you know what? It's not as difficult if you take it step by step. Just work with them with each step and get them to where they want to be. All right, Marty?
Well, there's just one answer for that, right? You know, you hold their hands, you have patience. number 1, okay? My mother is in this. She's now considered a senior citizen. I have at least 3 to 4 people that I work with closely that are senior citizens. And for me, what I've learned dealing with my mom, right? My mom told me, calm down, baby. Hello. My mom said, calm down, baby. I'm a grown woman, right? You don't have to talk to me like a child. And like Mr. Anthony said, you don't do it for them. You kind of guide them. So after maybe about, I always have them recorded. That's big. If you're on the call with a more mature person, record the call because they do take the time on their own time to re-watch what you guys did. And they will teach themselves because these people were leaders, they were executives in their own time, right?
Yeah.
So you record the call for them, you let them watch the call, and then maybe about the 3rd time, you say, okay, you teach me. So then I let them show me the process that they have been able to put together for themselves. And you're watching them get more confident. You're watching them empower themselves. So that's what I like to do, patience and record the call.
There you go. That's good. Patience and record the call. That is good stuff. All right. Let's go. We have a hand over here.
Okay, I got a question for the panel. What do you do now? I've been in the online space for quite a while.
Okay.
And I've been involved with different ventures that, failed or whatever. And I had a lot of people that also been in the same venture. But how do you approach them again or show them that this is different?
That's good.
Absolutely. That's a great question. I have some answers, but I'm going to let the panel do that. Right? So, Chelsea, you've been involved. Look, first of all, how many people in here have been involved in other stuff before? Every one of us had to do it again.
Yes, sir.
Right? How many of y'all had a job before? Had more than one job? More than one business if you never had a job. More than one business. If one of them failed, you had to do it again, right? So that's one thing. They got to do it again if they choose to. So that's the thing. But I'm going to let Chelsea go ahead and give her perspective.
Okay. I wish I had a better answer for you about following up with people. I actually don't. Unless somebody physically tells me to follow up with them on a certain day, they're for sure going to do this. I don't. I figure if they want to do it, if they're interested, they're going to come to me. If not, they're going to come to me next time they see a video and they're ready. So unless you tell me directly, I'm not going to hound you. I'm not going to pester you. I don't do it at all.
There you go. That's good stuff, right? Let's give it up for Chelsea. Here's a sticky statement that I have that everybody can say, right? Everybody get used to this. They say the fortune is in the follow-up, right?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you just gotta go make a fortune and then let him follow. They gonna follow up, right? The fortune is in the follow-up, but sometimes you just gotta go make a fortune and then they'll be following up with you. Hey, look, I just saw. I saw, you know what I'm saying, right? So, all right, so that's it. See what?
I'm gonna have to say the same thing. Sometimes, it's not time for that person. For example, when I hit that level 7, all of a sudden, 100 messages, you sent me that info again? I was like, wait, I sent it to you already? So why didn't you get on the first time? But yeah, as far as follow-up, I don't really have a system. But I feel like if they really want to get involved, they'll get back to you. Because one thing for sure is we're pretty consistent online, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, good deal. Queen Connections.
Okay, so I share my story, right? I let them know that I've been there before. I tell them, listen, I got played out and lost a lot of money. But thank goodness something else came into my life. And now it's reversing it. I tell them something like, I lost this much money in this whack opportunity. It happened to me. But I didn't stop because you gotta take a risk to be able to get a reward. So what I'm telling you is that the rewards are coming in right now. So if you wanna get back in, baby, come and talk to me. So it's an empathy, and it's a sharing my story with them to let them know that they're not in this alone, and I am in their same shoes, and it's winning for me.
Awesome. Let's give it up. Marlene was talking about that. We let Chelsea come back in on it. Chelsea wants to add on to that.
Yep, people don't want to be sold to, so if they feel like you're pushing them, you're in it for you at that point. We're here to serve and support them, and in return that helps us. There's someone in this room right now, actually, we talked quite a bit, and it took me telling her, you know what, I don't think this is the right opportunity for you after all. And now she's one of my biggest clients, one of my greatest friends, we talk every day. People don't want to be sold to at all, and when they feel like you're pushing something on them, and the fortune is in the follow-up, they can be really good when done the correct way, but it doesn't always work that way.
There you go, good deal. All right. She took it away. That's a bar, right? Sometimes you gotta take the opportunity away. You know what? When they start throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you, you know what? This might not be for you.
Come on, that's exactly what she said.
That's exactly what she said? This might, you know what? How many of you all taken it away from somebody before? You know what? You might not. You know what? I'm sorry, my love. You don't qualify.
Bad work. Bad work.
Right? Maybe you don't qualify for this. Right? So take it back from them. Sometimes that's something that's good. So thank you so much for that. This is, I want to give one more thing. So I said mindset, skill set, and toolkit. I want to ask you guys, what is a tool that you use to build your estate business that you cannot live without, that you use every single day, and that if you took everything else away, you want this tool to build a business?
Just TikTok, really.
TikTok! Y'all go, okay, y'all pull out your phones and create your TikTok account, right? You want to make sure you have TikTok. TikTok is her #1 tool, right? All right? So, Siwa.
Gotta give it up to AI, man.
AI! How many of y'all use AI?
Yes, sir.
Some of y'all don't want to say it. I see y'all using AI.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you use AI, but we know it. Oh yeah, y'all know we know it, right? Alright. AI is a wonderful tool, right? Use it properly. It's a wonderful tool to use. Here's one thing I tell people. I say I allow AI to work with me. I don't try to make AI work for me.
Yes, sir.
Right? I let AI work and think with me. I don't let AI think for me. It's a wonderful servant, but don't let it become your master.
Right.
Right? So that's an amazing thing. Marnita?
Okay, so my greatest tool that I could never live without is my story. Period. Every day, what I went through gives me empathy. So when I'm talking with people, I understand their situation. I can assess, know where they've been because I've been there, know how they can get out of it because I got out of it myself. So without my story, without having who I was and what I went through to be here, I wouldn't be as effective of a leader as I am now. So without me and what I went through, I could not be the person I am sitting on this stage right now. Maybe hello.
Let's go! Let's go! That story is so powerful. How many of you all have heard that facts tell, stories tell? Right? You want to, and all of us have a story. Right? Everybody doesn't have the same story, but all of us have a story that can be impactful for somebody else. And here's what I say, take your eyes off yourself and put them on somebody else. And then you create wealth. Right? That's what it's all about. I want you guys to do that. And that's what we do with ESA. So we're going to get one parting word. We're going to make sure we get out so we get our keynote speaker up here on time. What is the last thing you want to leave people with today? We'll start with Chelsea.
Oh, I got two of them. One of them is just short form education, pique their interest, have the conversation outside of social media, and then also I want to give it up for Daryl because if it was not for his support, literally every day, all day, with my months and months and months of questions, I would not be here right now, and this opportunity has completely changed my life, so thank you, Daryl.
Let's give it up for Daryl. It's that level, strategic partner, Daryl. Doing his thing. Right here. All right, there you go. All right, let's go. See what?
I think don't be ashamed or afraid of what we have here. Each day is something special, and everybody.
Say that again, bro.
Do not be ashamed of what we have here.
Yes, sir.
Be proud. Just share this. It doesn't matter who you share with, but just do it firmly. You know, this is a blessing, and I ain't afraid to share it. So just continue to share, man. That's all I can do.
Continue to share. Let's make sure. Marlene.
My goodness, what do I have to leave you guys with? Bravo.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations. Okay, each and every one of us had to overcome something to be where we are right now, right? We had to overcome a fear. We had to pull up some money. We had to trust somebody we really didn't know. We had to do something outside of our normal to be able to be here right now. So I say congratulations. I say bravo. I say keep it going. Hello. And I expect to see you guys in November on a whole nother level. Hello, because we're here together and we're growing together. Yes. So we will all be on a new level. We will all have understood what this is, and we will all be sharing it with somebody else. So that's what I have to leave with. I see you guys in November.
There you go. Let's go. Hey, look, I need you to really rock it for this incredible panel. Let's hear it from guys. Absolutely incredible. Amazing. You guys, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate it. Thank you, Marnita.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. And as they mentioned, we're going to have tickets coming up very soon for LA. So make sure that you guys prepare for that. LA is going to be our 2-year company anniversary. Who's going to be in the building?